So it's going to be Chelsea then getting us underway in the first half in the black and first in just over 4 weeks since they beat Monaco in the Premier League International Cup. Last league game was Nadin. That's a decent options in the middle here for Forest too. And for all Chelsea's dominance in the opening stages, they're grateful there to Brodie Hughes for being right place, right time to stop Joe Gardner tapping in for 1-0. Good running off the ball there. Camille with Gardner putting him under pressure here. Oh, Gardner's done really well. He's dispossessed him. Nadin's in the middle. Cuts it back instead, looking for Hammond. Broke for Sinclair. His effort was wayward. Nadin went left-hand side. Forest got plenty of options forward here. Nadin again. Oh, what a challenge that is from Travis Akamia to stick it behind for another corner. Look like they carry a threat, don't they, Forest? Not giving us a goal kick in the end. Must have bounced back off McAdam. Akamia being tested early on here, though. Yeah, on his way, did well to tow it back to Samuel Smith. McNeely sharp to turn. Raksaki, Amper offering some width. Hughes over there supporting him. Powell comes to engage Amper. Left-footed cross was decent, as was the header, which grazed the roof of the net on its way over. Jimmy J. Morgan, the fox in the box, trying to sniff out a goal. Did well, didn't he? Just they lost 4 in a row. That's the kind of inconsistency you get with youth, I suppose. Here's Sinclair, though, and he's got 2 options in the middle. Is he going to pick the right one? Yes, he is. It's Joe Gardner who puts Forest ahead midway through the first half. A typical Forest counter-attack, and Gardner, for the 5th time this season, registers in PL2. And Chelsea will have to come from behind here. Fast break from the hosts. And Gardner, well, he couldn't miss, could he? Great dart from Sinclair, wasn't it? Samuel Smith just couldn't get back quick enough and then put it on a plate for Gardner. Hammond was in there too, but Gardner said no. Again, it's a pretty cheap turnover of possession from Chelsea. Really haven't got going in the first half at all here. Morgan putting some pressure on Murray Jones though. Forest goal. Morgan. Sinclair hoping that had enough on it, and it didn't, and Atto Amper picked his pocket. That was good cover. The last couple of minutes. Now Akamia is in trouble here because he can't risk fouling and getting sent off. Always been turned one way and then the other by Gardner. What a goal! Oh, that is absolutely brilliant from Joe Gardner. Fantastic finish for his 2nd of the game. Well, we marked him down before kickoff as the one to watch for Forest, and hasn't he justified that billing? And Chelsea are in trouble here. 2 goals down. Gardner's got them both. Half-time approaching. Forest 2, Chelsea 0. Well, this is the risk when you're on a yellow card. He knew it, didn't he, Akamia? Trying to win it cleanly. Gardner shifting it one way and then the other. That's forward is the cry. It's been a bit safe from Chelsea in the first half. We've got a big problem to deal with here. Trailing by 2 goals to 0 at the break. Joe Gardner's brace separating the teams. Chelsea have really struggled to create much going forward thus far. They'll have to get the next goal in the game surely if they're to avoid defeat in the East Midlands. But at half-time at the Loughborough University Stadium, the score is Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 0. For Chelsea, Dyer having played an hour in the Youth Cup on Wednesday night. Chelsea turn this around? They've surely got to get Harrison McMahon. So Akamira and McMahon off, Elise and Dyer on for Chelsea. Morgan trying to get his head to that. Murray Campbell did. Couldn't get the purchase he was looking for. Neil. Chance for a shot here for McAdam. Straight down the throat of Beach. Pretty comfortable save. Decent strike from McAdam, but you know. Amper. Oh, McNeely couldn't quite get that under his control. Beach. Murray Campbell. Good run this from Harrison. Murray Campbell. Flicked it out for Brodie Hughes, and there's Jimmy J. Morgan to get Chelsea on the board. And half the deficit. Really well worked Blues goal. And they've got some hope now. Second goal of the week for Morgan, 7th of the season in PL2 for him. Another one on the road, 6 of his 7 now have come away from home. Good cut back from Hughes, wasn't it? Good play from Murray Campbell too. His dad being Neil Back, England Rugby World Cup winner. Morgan, clever run. Now Morgan, tight angle. He can clip it for McNeely and he can make it 2-2. Chelsea back on terms. Morgan and McNeely linking up again. And just like Morgan, McNeely scores for the 2nd time this week. And Forest lead is wiped out. Excellent play from Jimmy J. Morgan there. Simple finish for McNeely in the end. He's up to 8 goals all told this season. Nice way to pass there through to Morgan, but a cute clip back. Raksaki. Mayuka wiped out there now then. Well, referee's having a think. It's a red card for Finn Back. It's his 2nd yellow, and he's sent off for a 2nd game in succession. Got a straight red in the first half against Monaco in the Cup. And 2 yellows equals a red in this one. Well, that is really foolish from him. That's a player who spent 2 seasons playing in the Football League on loan at Carlisle. He really ought to know better than that. He's given Chelsea a huge advantage here. His manager will be furious. Minutes after his first booking. What on earth was he thinking? Don't think there's much of a case here either for him. So a crude lunge. He didn't get the ball. It's a yellow card all night long. And he walks. Raksaki, he's going to let fly. Played it up to the edge of the box. Chance for Elise to shoot. Bit early to start time wasting maybe, but you can understand why they want to try and run the clock down here, Forest. A man like Finn Back sent off a couple of moments ago. Here's Raksaki. We're 2-0 up at half-time, the hosts. Here's Amper. McNeely, clever. Rather fancy that McAdams played that off Amper. It's been given as a corner. That's very fortunate. Oh, great work, Jimmy J. Morgan. Amper, McNeely. And Morgan again goes. McNeely. Amper causing terror at the moment. Atto Amper. He's won another corner. Amper attack against defence at the moment. Murray Campbell. Oh, and at the back post, is that going to creep in? Goalkeeper's just about dealt with Mayuka's header. Forest Players camped in their own penalty area at the moment. Elise, and then the cross is slung over, straight into the goalkeeper's arms though. Toward Mayuka. Time just starting to tick away now. 10 minutes plus stoppages left. Mayuka, brilliant footwork. Any room for a shot here? Sent it back to Dyer instead. Harrison Murray Campbell will have a go. Couldn't keep it on target. All about whether Chelsea can find one more goal to win it. Raksaki. Elise's cross. Morgan's header. There it is. 3-2. Turnaround complete. Jimmy J. Morgan at the double. What a week it's been for him. And Chelsea have come from 2 goals down to lead by 3-2. And there's not long left. Eddie Beach all the way from goal to join in these celebrations. What a turnaround we've seen here. Chelsea were hopeless in the first half. They've been brilliant in the second. Forest have collapsed and Chelsea lead 3-2. Excellent play from Murray Campbell, bringing the ball out of defence. He's been superb. And Richard Elise, the substitute, finding enough room for the cross. Morgan towering over his man to get the header in. He's on a hat-trick. Chelsea are on their way to 3 points. All about finishing in the top 16 after 20 games to get yourself into the playoff to determine the champion. Chelsea taking a big stride towards that tonight. Might get even better here. Morgan putting it on a plate for McNeely. Oh, wow. What a goal. Jimmy J. Morgan turns provider. McNeely gets his second of the night. Chelsea score again. The 3 points are coming back to London for sure. Forest 2, Chelsea 4. McNeely with a brace 2. Chelsea been electric in attack. Yes, Forest are down to 10, but even before that, since half-time, whatever Felipe Coelho said, well, it really struck a chord with his players. Two for the night now for McNeely. But McCallum doing enough. Well, what a come from behind victory for Chelsea here. They trailed 2-0 at half-time. They flipped the game on its head. A Gardner brace had the hosts in control, it seemed, at the break, but Jimmy J. Morgan pulled one back 11 minutes after the restart. Donnell McNeely levelled things up. Finback was sent off for Forest, and then Morgan and McNeely again scored late on. Braces for both of Chelsea's front men. A brilliant week for them it's been. Back-to-back victories in PL2. They are well set for a place in the end of season playoffs, and they've beaten Nottingham Forest here by 4 goals to 2.